Good morning, YouTube. Back again here. So we're going to make a diagnosis of this 2008 hybrid battery pack here. Even though I diagnosed it on a computer, I always 100% count on my voltmeter. So let's check it out here. So what I do is I label each block. So if the service fuse is on this side, block 1 would be here, block 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way down to 17. So when you read from your scan tool or your data where the blocks are, these numbers will tell you exactly where it's at, and your service fuse is always going to tell you where block number 1 is. And I also, on top of the battery pack, go from 1 all the way down to cell 34, just so I know the location of each cell. What we're going to do here is we're going to charge each individual cell here and test each individual cell, meaning we're going to charge and discharge every cell. And the way I do it is with a small toolkit RC hobby charger here. As you see on cell 21 here, I have my negative clamp and my positive clamp here. On the charger, we're reading 7.8 volts. I charge these cells to 8.1 volts at 2 amps. Never charge more than 2 amps with a hobby charger because the batteries can swell and you don't want any kind of explosion or any battery swelling to happen here. Okay, let's charge the cell up here. I usually let them sit on there about 30 minutes to an hour. Charger lets me know when it's complete. The way I test with my voltmeter here is I run through every cell and I check every cell voltage here, all the way down the pack. And they all should be very similar in voltage here. As you see, cell number 8 here is at 7.84 volts. Cell number 9 is at 7.88 volts. Cell 10 is at 7.87 volts. Cell 11 is at 7.89 volts. And then we have cell 12 at 6.55 volts. And as you see here, cell number 12, I marked it as B as bad. So with this cell being bad, I replaced the whole block, and then I also replaced the cells next to the block, just because this cell has been feeding off this cell and this cell. When taking a look at these bus bars and the corrosion on these bus bars and the heat, especially on some of this green stuff here, then again here you can see some of the corrosion here and the heat that got to these bus bars. So with the heat that's gone to this copper and the corrosion that's gotten to this copper here, it all needs to be replaced. Every single bus bar on this complete battery has some kind of corrosion or has been heated up to a point. And that's because the fan was dirty on the vehicle and the battery wasn't being cooled correctly, so all these bus bars got really, really hot. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace all the bus bars with some new nickel plated copper ones. After testing the whole pack here, I found 4 bad cells and another 5 that are really low. So I'm going to replace a total of 9 cells in this pack. If you like my videos, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.